Kevin Maudsley's team boss, and it's the man in second place I'm talking about is currently making plans for a 1994 Grand Prix campaign for Maudsley, and he had a fairly sensational 19th place in the British Grand Prix. I've got to put that on ice because this is tremendous. Maudsley was off the track. Kevin Maudsley was off the track, the wrong side of the white line. Unbelievably close action from this trio. Down they come to Graham Hill Bend, on to the Cooper Straight, along the Cooper Straight. That says it all. Maudsley, number 9, very much on the charge. He wants to get past now because he knows Appleyard is breathing down his neck. And I was at the point of saying when they were 3 abreast at that moment that Maudsley is lining himself up for a full campaign, 19th in a British Grand Prix on basically what was an over-the-counter machine, hopelessly outclassed in terms of machinery, but was almost in the points. So a good result for Kevin Maudsley. He's been shoved back down again, though, to third place by Appleyard, who is extremely determined.
Yeah, I'm going to stick my neck on the line here. I think Robin Appleyard is playing with them. He's been looking, he's been passing them, it seems to me, at will when he wants to. So it could be that Robin Appleyard, who set that fastest lap in practice, he's just playing around. He's now not really pushing himself that hard. I'm probably going to be completely wrong, but that's my view at this moment.
The front row qualifier, young Matthew Ford Dunn, I said was a surprise qualifier. He's still running quite strongly in 11th place, but his form eclipsed, obviously, by the stunning battle you're witnessing now, and they are breaking the lap record quite regularly here. Incredible stuff, and Appleyard has gone in front into Paddock Hill Bend. Maudsley having a look round the outside of Mick Lofthouse, who won't like that one bit, and Kevin Maudsley determined. He's gone through on the tail end of Robin Appleyard up towards Druids, and the 3 of them, Maudsley leaning on Appleyard. Mick Lofthouse has gone in front again, but Maudsley comes off worst. He's still third as they race down the hill. Graham Hill Bend, the left-hander, onto Cooper Straight, up through the gearbox. Again, 4th gear along here, just touching 5th before they lay it in to the left-hander of Surtees. Up then, Pilgrim's Drop. Mick Lofthouse, number 2, 25 years of age, Mick Lofthouse, and Robin Appleyard. So very much a young man's sport, and also a, dare I say, a small man's sport.
Yeah, there's no point being 6 foot 3 inches tall riding one of these, because you wouldn't be in the top 10, just purely and simply that the frontal area is too big and you'd be too heavy. But I think Robin Appleyard, if he is playing with him, he needs to be a little careful, because it's getting extremely close at times and could end in tears. So I would say that in the next lap or so, he wants to start thinking about making a break from it if he's going to.
Lofthouse from Blackburn then, just over 9.5 stone, so that underlines really what Steve Parrish said. Need to be fairly diminutive to tuck in behind the perspex and minimise the wind resistance. You become as one with a motorcycle, and the essence of riding one of these 125 successfully is to keep the momentum going and flowing, and don't scrub the power off, because it takes a long time to recover should you lose momentum. Appleyard goes through again in the lead, having passed Lofthouse. This really is cat and mouse. Kevin Maudsley now on the inside going up to Druids, and could well shut the pair of them wide, but no, Appleyard goes wide, Lofthouse back through number 2. Maudsley still in third place. I'm really looking forward to the last lap, because it's going to be frantic.
Well, I'm not sure if I am. I think I'm going to close my eyes, because it could be very frantic. There's no doubt. We're on 2 laps remaining, and number 2, Kevin Maudsley, has tried everything he knows to get away there, but he can't make it. So we have Lofthouse pushing hard. They're really going for it, but I still think that number 11, Robin Appleyard, is the man we're going to see cross the line first.
Lofthouse rides in the Isle of Man quite regularly. Was in fact leading the 125cc TT this year, but retired, regrettably, mechanical problems. So his one ambition is really to do that. Maudsley number 9, second. Maudsley goes through Dingle Dell into second place. Appleyard leads. Lofthouse now third. Lofthouse, who takes mountain biking as a hobby to keep himself fit for riding the 125, is now in third place, and he's going to have to deliver something very special. Could be, as Steve Parrish said, that Robin Appleyard has got this all nicely calculated, but look at Kevin Maudsley, number 9. Maudsley sweeping around the outside, has got, and now 3 abreast over the line. Mick Lofthouse is on the inside at Paddock Hill Bend. Appleyard does them both on the brakes, and Maudsley now and Mick Lofthouse side by side. Maudsley going all the way around, almost off the track again. Hectic stuff, and he's got his nose in front. Kevin Maudsley is in front. Sensational 125cc riding. Is Maudsley on his way then to his second win in this series so far? The penultimate lap. Kevin Maudsley leads. Robin Appleyard having led on and off. They've all had their turn at the front. I'm not going to make any predictions. Steve, how about you?
Well, I've already made one. I'm not sure if it's the right one, but I still think that number 11, Robin Appleyard, is going to be the man. The next time he comes around, he'll be seeing the last lap board, and that's the time he's going to have to go. But you can see the bike, he has a lot of speed, and he seems to be able to carry that speed, and he's pushed ahead in front again. But up at Druids Hill Bend, we saw Maudsley go around the outside of him, and I don't think that could happen if number 11, Robin Appleyard, was pushing it hard. It seems to me that he's playing.
Well, it's a very brave game he's playing, because Maudsley is not a man to treat lightly. Maudsley now has gone through again, and look at Mick Lofthouse showing Robin Appleyard his front wheel. So the number 2 in third place, equally determined to make it 3 in a row if he can. Remember, he won the previous 2 outings. Appleyard, championship leader and pole position man here, is in second place. Next time round, they get the last lap board, and they will then have 2.6 miles remaining. But that bike of Appleyard's is desperately quick in a straight line, and he's just illustrated that by going in front again. Kevin Maudsley knows what he's got to do, however, and does it very succinctly as he rockets into the front again up towards Druids, and Appleyard's got the inside line. Steve, this is thrilling stuff.
Yeah, well, this is exactly what I said. Appleyard that time ran into Druids a lot quicker. He didn't allow number 9 to pass him around the outside, and so I think now we're going to see Robin Appleyard. If he's going to go, he's going to go, and he's really going to have to get the hammer down now. This is the crucial point, getting onto this straight, the fastest part of the circuit. They come around here in second gear. They rev these machines right the way up to 14,000 RPM revs per minute, and they really are pushing on 135 brake horse, 135 miles an hour for a 125 machine. But there they go, and they're really side by side as they come up to Hawthorne Bend here at 95 miles an hour. They take this corner.
Appleyard leads, number 11, but only just from Kevin Maudsley from Lytham St Anne's, and then Blackburn-based the number 2 rider, Mick Lofthouse, in third. But Maudsley is very, very determined indeed. Through Dingledell Corner, they then come down to the left-hander of Sterling, and Maudsley, foot off the footrest, just waving his left foot about, is desperate to get past the race leader and take the win here, because he's languishing in 7th place in the title and desperately needs the 20 points. Appleyard, however, looking very confident now, but Maudsley fighting, is on the inside line. Kevin Maudsley, can he do it? Almost touched, pushed Appleyard wide, and I think Appleyard got it from Lofthouse. Maudsley had to settle for third, but what a blistering finish to a stunning race. No mistaking the winner. He knows it, we know it. Robin Appleyard. A great result and a good second place, I think, by Lofthouse.
I think so, but that was very, very close. I'm not even sure if Robin Appleyard knew how close that was. He really did play that pretty cool, and my man won.
Well, Steve, talk us through it. It looked as though Maudsley was going to do this.
Maudsley was pushing hard, and Appleyard there is on the outside, and that would normally be the fast line, but Maudsley just got the slingshot out of there. Number 9, you'll see him getting on. He's drifting out wide. He's trying to get on the fast line. At that point, Appleyard has to pick the machine up, but he's not moving a lot, because if he shuts the throttle for a split second, he wouldn't have won the race, and as it was, he won it by half a wheel, if that. What an incredible race, and that was just superb racing. And number 2 there, really pushing through. Unbelievable stuff.
Look at Lofthouse, just pipped Maudsley for second place, but Appleyard got the win. Lofthouse, Maudsley, Jimmy Brown, Fernando Mendes recovered to 5th, and Chris Palmer, he'll be disappointed with 6th. Chris Palmer's 6th place actually prevented Robin Appleyard from wrapping the championship up, so it all goes to the final round at Mallory Park. But Appleyard out there from Palmer, Patrickson, Lofthouse, Fernando Mendes and Kevin Maudsley, a stunning ride. He's 6th.
That was a great race. Those riders are absolutely fit.